James
EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, coming up next, this highly anticipated matchup for the UFC middleweight division title. All right, so here he is, the undefeated Israel Adesanya, his crowning achievement, at least to this point in time, UFC 236, a monumental, unanimous decision win over Kelvin Gastelum in what was one of the best title fights you or I have ever seen.
One of the greatest fights of all time. And to watch Israel Adesanya go out in round 5, when the fight is on the line, and have his very best round of the fight was inspiring for anyone that likes mixed martial arts. If you're a fan of a young guy like Israel, to see him do that, to earn that title, is very, very assuring as he's getting ready to go forward in his career. To achieve that goal in such a short amount of time is truly, truly unheard of.
So here's the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world making the walk, looking to defend his title. It is certainly something that he's been able to do in the past. He has been challenged on this title run. It's not as though he has run roughshod through this division, but they're all still chasing him at 185 pounds tonight. At least on paper, could be his most difficult challenge to date. All right, now our tale of the tape for this middleweight championship fight. Adesanya is 2 years his senior. He is 5 inches taller. He will have a 7-inch reach advantage. And now for the particulars, we go inside the octagon where we find Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Dan Murgliata. Now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC middleweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 23 wins, 2 losses. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Presenting the challenger, Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a Muay Thai fighter, holding a professional record of 16 wins, no losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 180 pounds. Presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world,
All right, this is for the UFC Championship. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, back your corners, come out fighting.
Are you ready?
All right, so here we go with round one of this UFC middleweight championship fight. The consensus #1 and #2 185-pounders on the roster. The middleweight champion has defended the title several times, now looking to do just that here tonight. His last defense, he got off to a... Whoa!
Oh, no!
Oh, wow! That'll do it!
What a fight!
Yeah, we're just getting going, and now the fight's over, but excellent striking technique to land that shot and ultimately finish the fight here in the first. You've heard us say it before, but sometimes when you catch a guy cold before he's had a chance to get going in the fight, it can have a bigger effect. It certainly did here tonight. All right, DC, no telestrator tonight, but we're going to get you some highlights from this one. This was a fight that had it all, and for my money, his best performance to date.
His best performance to date in the biggest moment. In the biggest moments, you got to show up. And that's exactly what he did tonight. He used every bit of his skill to get the job done.
Now we go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliata has called a stop to this contest at 38 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Lewis.
And still the king of the 185-pounders. There he is, the undisputed UFC middleweight champion after the knockout tonight in his title defense. And that's got to feel pretty good. There were a lot of people backing the #1 contender coming in here tonight, but he certainly muted all of that noise and then some. The celebration is on in the corner. Congratulations to the reigning, defending, still undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world. And coming up next, our main event, a matchup for the UFC middleweight division title. Looking to become the UFC middleweight champion of the world, here he is, the #1 middleweight contender. For a long time, this man has been one of the best 85ers in the world, but this title fight eluded him. It is here right now. He is healthy. He is smack dab in the middle of his prime, and he believes he is the best 85er in the world and is out to prove just that tonight and walk away with 12 pounds of UFC gold. So here he is, the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world. This man ubiquitously regarded as the top 85er at present. Some people believe this is the greatest middleweight of all time. He certainly does, and he has goals even beyond that. He wants to be one of the greatest mixed martial arts athletes of all time, and in order to preserve that goal, this is a title defense, simply put, that he's got to have. right, now our tale of the tape for this middleweight championship fight. Both fighters are 35 years old, and they both possess a similar height and reach. And now for the particulars, we go inside the octagon where we find Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Yves Loving. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Bell Center in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Middleweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a wrestler, holding a professional record of 18 wins, 8 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Yuma, Arizona, USA, presenting the challenger, Kelvin Gastelum. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a Muay Thai fighter, holding a professional record of 17 wins, no losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 180 pounds. Presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world,
UFC belt on the line, guys. Protect yourself at all time, obey my command at all time. If you want to touch love, do it now, go back to your corner. Ready?
All right, so here we go with round 1 of this UFC middleweight championship fight. The consensus #1 and #2 185-pounders on the roster. The middleweight champion has defended the title several times, now looking to do just that here tonight. His last defense, he got off to an outstanding start. That is something his opponent will be looking to prevent here tonight. And he landed the right hand there. Looks like he's trying to set up a takedown here. There's the attempt. All right, our first round is underway. Good to have you with us. And no secret as to what he's going to be trying to do tonight. An entry, a level change, and ultimately that patented takedown.
He's definitely going to be trying to get to the legs or get to the body, find some sort of takedown to start showing his dominance in the grappling.
Gastelum gets caught with that punch. Oh, and there's the double leg takedown, DC. That is just too good, too easy.
Too good, too easy. The timing was just too good. Before he could even defend, he's already off of his feet, going backwards. It's hard to run backwards, and that's what happens when this guy hits his double leg. Oh!
Back and forth we go! Oh, huge elbow!
Dude's hurt. Serve him off. Go get him.
Under 3 minutes now to go in what has been a very fast-paced opening round here. Side control now. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Closed guard. Well, you got to stay busy on the bottom. He's doing it here. Nice punch. Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Gastelum. Recovery, man. Right back to his feet. Oh, and he connects with a punch there, DC. You got to like what you're seeing thus far.
I mean, the speed.
Huge strike lands there, DC.
He landed that massive shot. Now he needs to try to find the next shot, the follow-up shot that will finish the fight.
Now goes in and secures the takedown. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Oh, big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you got to be very careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes. You need to control posture on the bottom, and if you're the top guy, the guy that's looking to finish, continue to gain posture and rain down big strikes on your opponent.
45 seconds remain in the round. Gets up again here, but hurting. Sniff that one out as he blocks the kick. Oh, huge strike lands there. Somehow, his opponent stayed up with him.
I mean, he's still on his feet, but he's not up by much.
Oh! What a round. Watching, there's the end of the round. He stayed committed to doing damage upstairs and landed a seminal blow in that round.
It was accumulation of those strikes. He kept hitting him over and over to the head. Eventually, he found the one that really did damage his opponent.
Buddy, you okay? Good. Breathe. Get some water. Not a big deal. We've been knocked down before. It's okay. You are fine. Now.
All right, round two. Looked like he might have landed there. Instead, a swing and a miss by Lewis. Next here, DC, he is hurt.
Massive hook lands, and his opponent seems to be on his way out of the fight.
Unbelievable.
Now he's on top of him looking for the finish.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Gastelum.
Big punch land. Ooh.
Back and forth we go.
Oh, nice level change.
Well, he works hard to get up again here, but he looks hurt. Oh, beautiful jab by him there. Got that to the target quickly.
He's dictating the fight with a jab.
Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting the head and sort of maybe letting his opponent gas out a little bit with all the volume.
His opponent sees the target, but he can't get to the target. So he'll continue to throw, and he'll continue to wear on his own gas tank.
All right, side control now. Well, he's in a compromising spot here, DC. You got to figure out a way to get back to your feet. Gastelum's able to transition back to side control now. Under 2 minutes to go. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Well, he was a little bit lackluster in round one. You can't say the same here in this second round. He has really picked up the pace, an uptick in the aggression and the output, and starting to find his range here in the pocket. Oh, he might be out.
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad. Oh, yes, now we're going. Oh, got it. He got it.
Oh, now he's snapped the head back. The referee has seen enough. By TKO.
He mercifully stopped the fight. A great stoppage and a great performance by this young man.
Well, he's going to enjoy watching this one back. Let's take a look at the replay of the knockout just a moment ago.
It was right hand after right hand after right hand. Finally, he found the one that hit the exact sweet spot that ended his opponent's night.
Here's Bruce Buffalo.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Leving has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 40 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world,
All right, so a lot of people thought the #1 contender was going to get it done tonight. Not the case, and still UFC middleweight champion of the world, and I think he wants to slow all of that roll when it comes to somebody taking his title.
Yeah, absolutely. This guy has desires to be a long-reigning champion. A champion that held onto the belt like the great Anderson Silva did before him. This guy looks to have all the tools to be a long-reigning UFC champion.
Who could have pictured this, huh? I mean, I always knew you were something special, but this is next level. Only a handful of fighters have become double champs in the UFC. Some very rare company. And time. Good. All right, at the end of the night, though, remember, it's just a fight. Stay focused on the task at hand. We can worry about finding more trophy space in the morning. All right, let's go. Good. That's it.
All right, so here we go with this epic fight, one of the biggest fights in UFC history, given what is at stake. Here comes the UFC champion trying to add another title in a second division simultaneously. Doesn't happen every day, folks. We could all witness history here tonight. Well, he has joined a long list of Hall of Fame types. Chuck Liddell, John Jones, Daniel Cormier. Now this man is the hunted at 205 pounds. He is the UFC light heavyweight champion. He has defended the belt. He has proven without a shadow of a doubt that he's the best 205er in the world. A lot of momentum with the challenger here tonight, though. A lot of people think we're getting a new champion. The champion is not among those. We'll see if this man can walk out the same way he walked in as the undisputed light heavyweight champion of the world. Our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight title fight. Reyes is 2 years his senior. He is 5 inches taller. He will have a 4-inch reach advantage. To get us started with the official introductions, we go inside to the veteran voice of the Octagon. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out O2 Arena in London, England, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Light Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a Muay Thai fighter, holding a professional record of 18 wins, no losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Presenting the challenger, Lewis. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 19 wins, 2 losses. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, Dominic the Devastator Reyes.
All right, this is for the championship. You've been given your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves. Let's make it official.
They touch him up, and we are underway.
Ready. Ready to fight.
All right, so here we go. The reigning, defending, undisputed UFC champion trying to get off to a good start tonight as he pursues a belt in a second division. He's been talking about mega fights and super fights dating to the early days of his UFC career. Here it is. Opportunity of a lifetime. Let's see if he can become a simultaneous 2-division UFC champion. All right, here we go. First round is underway. No denying the big reach advantage for him tonight. We'll see if he can get that jab going early.
Look for him to circle on the outside.
Whoa! Oh, he dove and he lands. Wow!
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to chase that finish down now.
Back to the feet now. They continue to exchange. Oh, straight right. Wow!
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish this fight.
Trying to stay in this fight. Oh, big left. Just over 3 minutes to go now. Oh!
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Wow.
Oh, that was a really nice takedown.
Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. All right, has the guard closed here. Oh, nice job working hard, posting, and getting back up. Oh, a little single collar tie there. All right, so once again, they will clinch, and we will see which fighter is able to advance their position from here.
Who's going to be the first one to attempt the takedown? Both of our combatants have the ability to score and secure the position.
Oh, now going to the judo throw, and he ends up in side control. A lot of options for him here.
Yeah, he can either go ground and pound or he can chase submission.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. All right, he's hanging out inside the closed guard of his opponent here, DC. You got to be careful.
He's attacking guillotine. Oh.
And this might just be a matter of time. Really remarkable to watch. Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submission.
That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one.
Hey, stop.
I'm not sure the extent to which he has recovered, but we do see the end of the round. DC, talk us through the replay.
Well, he's a tough guy. He's going to make it to the stool. He's going to survive unless you put him completely out of there. Unfortunately, he's in there with a guy that does have that ability.
That round did not look good at all. He's taking you down way too easy.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two. You saw us reference it in the tail of the tape, DC. He's got the reach advantage and certainly made good use of it there in landing that jab. All right, so a nice job there defensively to raise the guard and prevent any damage.
Those hands never leave where they're supposed to be, and if you do that, most times you will block a shot that's incoming. Fantastic takedown land.
And they both stand up. All right, so he's landed some good shots tonight, but this is not a combo meal, right? No three-piece, no soda. It's one and done more often than not.
John, don't you come to me without a combo. I want the whole platter. Give him the...
Oh! Huge right hand!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh, he is up, but man, is he hurt. A finish could come here at any time. Well, he's in a compromising spot here, DC. You got to figure out a way to get back to your feet. Oh, he's got his knee on the belly, raining down punches here. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. 3 minutes remain in the round. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. All right, so he postures up here and now figures to rain down some ground strikes.
Yeah, the ground and pound will be aplenty from this position.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. All right, feet on the hips here. Oh, working hard to get back up again, and he's there. Just out of range with that left hook. Well, he has really picked up the pace here in round two. Much more aggressive than we saw in round one, and now starting to find oh, what a head kick there as he lands, and maybe time to get the bonus checks ready.
I mean, this fight is about done. He's got him hurt very bad with his head kick. Now he has to find one more strike to end the night. Dig and kick.
Now goes in and secures the takedown. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. All right, he's sort of hanging out here unguarded, DC. Not sure if he's trying to bait him in or what, but not great body language here. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level
Oh, now trying to isolate an arm, DC.
He needs to move his hips back to cover. He cannot allow him on that angle. He's going to attack armbar here.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. So the fighter was really caught in the submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So, back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're gonna fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up. All right, so there's the horn. He got knocked down by a punch in that round, but he is able to survive. We'll see if they can make some adjustments.
He's as tough as they come. He took that shot and he kept plodding forward. He got off of his butt. He got himself off of the canvas and tried to get right back to work. But he cannot take many more of these. You don't want to be the guy that's testing how tough that your chin is.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. As effective as straight punches we've seen all night.
Huge straight punch lands, and he's got him hurt very bad.
Well, really using his reach advantage there with that punch, DC. Oh!
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
All right, great position for him here. He's got the full mount. We'll see if he can get that ground and pound going.
Oh, he's got to get it going, but he can't rush. A lot of times, guys get the full mount and they rush, they get nervous. They're like, oh my goodness, I'm winning. The reality is, you're winning.
Wow. Wow. And that's going to do it.
He got him. What a fight.
Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. Well, he's going to enjoy watching this one back. Let's take a look at the replay of the knockout just a moment ago.
It was right hand after right hand after right hand. Finally, he found the one that hit the exact sweet spot that ended his opponent's night.
The official decision is in. We said it inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 2 seconds of round number 3. Going the winner by knockout and new undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world.
Well, you can add his name to the list of the greatest fighters in UFC history, a future Hall of Famer as he becomes a two-division UFC champion here tonight. Some suggested maybe he was biting off more than he can chew. The naysayers are eating crow right now. You are staring at a two-division UFC champion. Our most sincere congratulations.